Hi, good evening. This is Milan of So Natural Wellness. In this broadcast, what we're going to be talking about is something that's very, very near and dear to me. And as you can see, I'm in my boudoir. I'm in my bedroom. And, la salle de bain. And I'm talking to you today about the best foods to eat before bed. And that's so appropriate, right? Because sometimes you're late at night and you have these evening meetings with colleagues, these work meetings, or even a business meeting, client meetings, and they can run later into the evening. And usually what happens during these meetings is you tend to eat a little bit more than you really intended to eat. And now, here's where the guilt starts to come in. You come home knowing that you have to go to bed because you have an early morning meeting or project, and at 4 or 5 in the morning you have to be up. But here's the problem. You find yourself, now that you've dined out late, you find yourself these overwhelming feelings of guilty because now all of this food have to digest. This food and this wine and having a good time and really enjoying yourself. Now what do? Do you go to bed on a full stomach? Or do you sit up for about 3 to 4 hours just waiting for the food to digest? Well, if you're like most women within another 2 hours, they just go to bed on a full stomach. And that can be really uncomfortable if you've eaten a lot during the course of the evening and now your stomach is feeling really bloated, you're feeling uncomfortable, yet you have to go to bed. So that's why this video is really important, because I want you to know the best foods that you should eat before bed to live a healthy lifestyle. Now, conventional wisdom says that you shouldn't eat before bed, right? And maybe you've even heard that yourself. But in this video, you're going to learn why and why not. So first, I want you to understand one thing about the body. And that's one thing I talk a lot about with my clients, is that listen to the language of the body, being in tune with your body, intuitive eating, mindful living, mindful eating. Now, what I'm about to share with you is what you're going to learn, and that's going to be really key for your living a healthy lifestyle. So here's the thing. Your body goes through several different changes during the day. And some of the things that your body goes through, the changes, is that, actually, I wouldn't really call them changes. I'm going to call them cycles. So your body goes through several different cycles during the day. The first cycle is from about 12 to 8 p.m. And that cycle is called appropriation. But for this video, we're just going to call it eating and digesting. So your body is going through the first cycle of eating and digesting. And that generally happens somewhere around 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. So during this window, you're eating whatever you like. Your body is digesting food, is breaking down food into all of those little molecules so that your body can truly absorb it. And then from about 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning, your body is going through another cycle. And that cycle is really called assimilation of food. So really what that means is your body is absorbing and your body is using what you've eaten during the day. So everything that you've eaten between that first window of 12 p.m. and 8 a.m., your body is going through an absorption, is going through using the food. So if you've eaten a lot of really great food like protein and fiber and the right type of carbohydrates, then your body is using it. And if you're eating more than excess, then your body is getting ready to start storing it. So here's the last cycle your body goes through, and which is really why it's so important to pay attention to the best foods to eat before going to bed. So the last cycle your body goes through is from about 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. Now, when your body gets in that cycle, this is what it's doing. It's eliminating. It's getting ready. It's becoming like a dump truck. And becoming like a dump truck, your body is eliminating everything, eliminating the waste, excreting the waste, and which is why mornings you wake up, maybe you have a bowel movement, you're urinating when you wake up. Your body's just excreting from 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. You're sweating, which is why if you work out, it's perfect time to work out because your body's in this elimination process. You're sweating, Your skin is the largest organ. So your body is just really, really eliminating all the waste in the excretion from your body. Okay? So there's 3 cycles that we just talked about. Now, in those 3 cycles, this is exactly what you eat, what you can eat before bed. So if you're having a late night meeting, you're dining out with colleagues, and you're dining out with friends, you're dining out with clients, or you're traveling on the go, this is what you can eat before you go to bed. So you won't feel bloated and exhausted, and you won't feel like you've just overdid it, because no one likes that. No one wants to go to bed with a full stomach, right? And I don't know about you, but I can't sleep if I'm on my left side or my right side. My right side, I'm just so uncomfortable. So now I'll switch over to my left side, because your body just can't seem to hold a lot of food late in the night. So this is what you can eat. This is what you can eat before bed. You can eat foods that are fast moving, foods that come through the body, go through the digestive system fast. So any of those type of foods, it would take about 30 to 45 minutes. Those are the type of foods you can eat within this particular window. Now, this is the window that we talked about, the second cycle. The second cycle of 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. These are the type of foods that are fast moving, foods that are really easy to digest, foods that are like whole grains, your quinoa, your farro, your foods like kale, amazing salads that are just have so much flavor to them, legumes, your peas. I mean, there's just so much you can eat. Your vegetables, any different types of vegetables. In one of my previous videos, I talked about when you go into the market, choose the colors of the rainbow in terms of vegetables. Well, it's the same thing. When you're looking at a menu in a restaurant, then you want to do the same thing. You want to do the same thing when you're dining out. Look at the menu and think about what color in the rainbow is this vegetable or this fruit if they're serving. Some restaurants, especially the more high-end dining, instead of serving a lot of overly sugared desserts, you may get desserts that have more fruit based. So fruit, vegetables, those are really easy to digest. Like I say, any of those things are fast moving, and it takes about a 30 to 45 minute window to go through the body, to go through the digestive system. Now here's the next point that I want to leave with you. What makes this good to eat versus anything else? Because when you're dining out, you can have whatever you want to eat. You can have a steak that's really juicy, maybe medium rare or well done. The choice is up to you. You can have this delicious fish that's with capers and a brown butter sauce. You can have scallops. You can have whatever you like. But here's the problem. You have to think about how long it's going to take through your digestive system. How long is it going to take your body to process this from the time that you finish eating to the time that you get ready to go to bed? Because you don't want to sit up late in the night, and you definitely don't want to go to bed with feeling uncomfortable. So what makes this good to eat is simple. It doesn't cause a huge spike in your insulin level. That means that you'll get some rest, you'll sleep well. It's not fattening. Neither of the things that I mentioned are fattening. Anything that your body can process within 30 to 45 minutes, it's not fattening. It's what the body can use. It's easy on the digestive system, so you won't have any disruption in your sleep. And it improves the quality of your sleep. So those are the reasons that makes them good to eat. And that's why I chose this particular video broadcast called The Best Foods to Eat Before Bed. Because these are the best foods to eat before bed. So what happens if you're dining out and you just overdid it? Don't sweat about it. Just don't sweat about it. Don't feel stressed. Don't walk away from this broadcast thinking that you have to change everything you do and everything you eat. Because if you're eating 80% of the time well, and when I say well, that means that you're living a healthy lifestyle. And if you don't exactly know what that means, living a healthy lifestyle, I'm going to give you an invitation today. My invitation to you today is to just send me a message. Send me a line. I would really love to know more about what you're talking about. I've been feeling like I've been needing to live a healthier lifestyle. I'm going through that mid stage of life of transition. I'm just not exactly sure how I should be eating. I'm not exactly sure what I should be doing. And I've tried the dieting in the past. It's just not working. And I'm tired of that. That's yesterday and I'm over that and I want to do something new. And you know what? One thing that I find that women my age, women that are like in that 50 and over stage, we're done with the dieting. We're done looking at books, trying to follow this person's, what they say you should do or the other person say you should do. We're tired of listening to our friends and saying what worked for them, and then we try it and it just doesn't work for us. And that's why I'm giving you this invitation, because now it's time to step up and listen to the language of your body, to really honor that process, to really eat more intuitively, eat more mindful. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you subscribe and to continue to follow me.